life. In Genesis 2 verse 9, it said God planted a tree in the garden. He called it the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He said, but there also there was the tree of life. And so a man who is a witness and a carrier of the dominion mandate is a man who eats the life of God daily. He eats it. That is his bread. The reason is because what you eat is what increases the quality of your existence. If you don't eat for 3 days, you will be immobilized. If you don't eat for 7 days, you can't go to the bank. If you don't eat for 14 days, you may end up in a hospital bed, because this body survives by the food that comes from the earth. The same way your spirit must survive on life. That's why even in eternity he said, they that overcome, he shall give to eat of the hidden manna that is in the paradise of my God. That's the tree of life. We will eat it forever and ever. But you see, the way we eat life now is in capsules of revelation. The word of God is the bread of life that we eat now. And so when you find a man who will have the capacity to exercise the dominion mandate, is a man that eats the word until he's saturated by it. He said, I found thy word and I did eat them, and they became the joy and the rejoicing. That's an economy in the spirit. Joy is an economy. Those who don't eat of the bread of life, they operate at the realm of happiness, and happiness is soulish. So when you give them a black jeep, that black jeep can turn them on for 3 days. When you say take visa to Dubai, they are all over the place, but because it is happiness, it will quench. But when you begin to draw from the word and eat it, what happens to you is not happiness, it's called joy. And joy can make you happy, but over and above happiness, the joy of the Lord is our strength. That strength becomes stamina to stand against darkness. And so when you go to the office and everybody is taking bribe, you say, oh king, we will not be careful to answer you in this matter. We will not bow. And they will tell you the fire is 7 times hotter. It's not zeal that you use to confront fire. When you get to Babylon, you will know. Because what you call the government, there is Babylon there. What you call the banking sector, there is Babylon there. And many persons will bow. And if you refuse to bow, they will bring the furnace. The furnace. The stamina that you need to reject the furnace is not in your head, it's in your spirit. Because you will know that Nebuchadnezzar does not bluff. If he tells you, he will do it. Because if they don't bring the furnace, they will bring the den of lions. You will go through hell many times. Because many times when they tell you to compromise and you refuse, they will put you in a pit for 5 years. Nothing will come. But even in that pit, they cut off everything. You will stand your ground. Because your strength is not your account. Your strength is the life that is in your spirit. The dominion mandate is not a lecture. It's a making process. The making process of warriors or warriors. This is what, see, we think the world is just a place of speaking English. No, there are lions there. There are furnaces. There is a sun god called Pharaoh there. Pharaoh will lick you up with his anger unless you come with a momentum that you cannot understand. And the only thing that gives you that level of momentum is how much of the bread you eat. How much of life is in your spirit. That's your stamina. The Bible said in Galatians 1 verse 4, he called this word a wicked word, an evil word. In Psalm 74 verse 20, he called it the place of cruelty. He said the dark places of the earth, they are the habitation of cruelty. There is wickedness. As you go into government, you will be shocked that they call it Federal Republic of Nigeria, but you will find Babylon there. Babylon that will make you compromise every day. So when you live there, you would have done more harm than good. When you go, you will find Egypt there. Egypt that will threaten you that you either leave your God or you don't go forward. And it's not a bluff. Sometimes they can put a spade in front of you and you don't make progress for 5 years. But you know that it's not the cadre in government that defines you. It's not the cadre. And so instead of bowing, you will stand your ground. And when the Lord turns again the captivity of Zion, even that which was taken away shall be restored. He said the hand of God came upon Elijah. He outran the chariots of Ahab. They may tell you to compromise and you refuse, and they stop you for 10 years and you don't change your mind. On the 11th year, then God will bring a wind, and the promotion of 10 years will come in one day. But at that time, hear this, the testimony is no longer the promotion. The testimony is that you are bigger than the promotion. The dominion mandate is a life. It's a life. How much of it do you have? If not, Lagos will swallow you up. Lagos. You think Lagos is a geographical location? No. There are spirits here called Lagos. And what they do is to put pressure and anxiety in your soul. So you pursue money and you become religious, but you are godless. My God, life is called stamina in the spirit. Stamina. When food doesn't come for 1 year, can you stand? When reproach comes for 1 year, can you stand? When you are denied a position for 5 years, can you stand and say, Lord, I know you are able to promote me, but in case they think because of promotion I will compromise, I will not. That's where the dominion mandate starts from. It's not a lecture, it's not English, it is war in the spirit. You think God will cook you? All of this were at the bedrock. He didn't just come and say have dominion. What are you multiplying? You are compromising, and then you are in the economy. They say God has a man there. No, it's the devil that has a man there bearing the name of God. Because what you are multiplying is compromise, it's iniquity, it's lies, it's bribery. That's not kingdom. The mandate does not begin with proliferation. The mandate does not begin with population. It begins with witnesses. And it's better to have 12 who are witnesses indeed than to have 1 million that the devil can scatter in a moment. Did you not read about the disciples of Jesus? They were killed, they stood their ground. When Peter was to be hanged on the cross, they thought he would beg for his life. He said, please, when you crucify me, don't put it upward. Turn it upside down. I'm not qualified to be crucified like my master. If you have one of such men, he's more than 1 million men. Go and read the church history and find out the kind of men that the dominion mandate is recited to. It's not for everybody. It's for witnesses. And these guys continued like that. The disciple of John called Polycarp was the bishop of Smyrna. He was 86 years old when they came to arrest him. And they told him to run. He said no. Run to where? When his captors came, he sat them down and welcomed them and entertained them. When they finished, he said, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. That's the man you can send out. And when they were about to burn him to the stake, they asked him to change his mind for the last time. And he said, for 86 years, my Lord has been good to me. Why will I deny him now? He said, go ahead. The Lord has given me strength to stand the heat of the fire. And he was burnt alive. And he never compromised. They spoke of Perpetua and Felicity. This was a princess, pregnant and arrested. Denied the master. He said, not me. They said the child is innocent, so let's wait until you conceive. And every day she was counting down on her debt. And she never changed her mind. Few days after she was put to bed, they carried her and her slave and took them to the arena naked and gave them one other choice to change their mind. They said they will not. And white beasts were released to tear them apart. You are changing your mind because of 1 million and you are talking dominion mandate. What dominion mandate? White beast tore them apart. They stood their ground. Our generation needs to find out again what makes a witness. Because only witnesses are dead enough to carry the weight of the dominion mandate. It's too heavy for a man who is in himself to carry it. Is it this generation of gossipers? Is it this generation pursuing things, not God? There has to be an awakening first. If not, what we say will be lectures. This is a generation where young ladies fornicate to buy wig. A generation where men kill men for 4,000 naira. They will kill somebody, collect the money and go and eat a plate of food. To confront that kind of generation, you need the powers of the ages to come. You need something beyond English. You need something beyond intelligence. You need something beyond lingo. You need a witness in the spirit that when you speak, spirits are mobilized. When you read church history, one thing you discover is that they don't write birth dates. Nobody celebrates birthday in the early church. They celebrate death days. Because they are interested how you die, not how you were born. Anybody can be born. But how did you go? Because how you go can become a memorial for the church. A memorial. They are more interested in how you left. Because how you left is a testament of how you lived. Because your death will validate your life. And so they were interested in raising people that were first of all willing to die for the Lord. Those were the kind of people they sent out to all the world. Our sending forth nowadays is for its ambition. It's for ego. I'm doing well. Dominion. The word dominion is war. It means take over. And when you want to take over, you will meet the princes. And so when they come, you must be fortified with the nature, with the lifestyle, with the presence, and with the life. When this four is in place, then God will commission you with his authority.